to the laid back mat. For today's segment, we will be doing geometry, little mat. Geometry as far as shapes go, as far as we have circle, we have squares, we have rectangles. You already know, you're guessing where I'm going with this. So lots of fun, and so let's play with this. Big inhale up, send your fingertip up. Welcome to the laid back mat. For this segment, we will be having a nice relaxed time and a nice little active time, and we're going to play with that like a little night and days, maybe a little moon and a little sun. We're going to mix it up just like a wave, and during this wave we will be using our ocean breathing, Ujjayi, obstructing the back of the throat, like breathing in and out of the nose if possible. So let's start. Welcome to the laid back mat. For this segment, we're going to have a sweet, fun time. We're going to elongate. Welcome to the laid back mat. For this segment, we will be having a fun, revolve fun. Full revolve fun. Again. Okay, now let's do it. Welcome to the laid back mat. Today we're having a full revolve fun with the option to use blocks. Maybe a sturdy book, maybe the seat of a sturdy chair. Anything that's going to bring the floor to your hand, or if you're like flexible enough and you reach, you don't need. So it's your choice. You may need a block on one side and maybe not on the other. As always, respect your body, listen to it, and never force, never force. Pick and choose from the tutorial what works good for you. Welcome to the laid back mat. Today we're doing fun revolve fun with option to use blocks or a sturdy book, maybe a sturdy chair, anything that needs, if you need to bring the floor to your hands, you can use. Those are options, like everything in the class. Please pick and choose what works for you, for your body right now today. So let's start. We're going to take a comfortable seat first. We're going to be mostly standing up, but we're going to start and end sitting. So if you notice, my feet are in mountain pose, traditional mountain pose. I'm just going to bring my butt down. I'm sending a little bit of my weight forward here so I don't fly back. But if you need that block, that chair, the wall, the couch to get down, up and down, please do so. Now let's place the bottom of our feet against each other and the outside of our foot right in our mat. Making a little room here for our luggage, unpacking the luggage. Here we go. And now let's grab our blocks, if you want. And place them like right under. Just let your knee hang. support. And keep your back straight, if possible, as straight as it can be. Now together, let's inhale our fingertip all the way up, reaching for the heavens, exhaling the shoulders down. Inhale, reach through your fingertip, exhale, one hand come to the side, to the other, to the back. Inhale tall, and exhale into your twist. The twist always originates lower spine all the way up. And then each time you inhale, picture a string in the top of your head pulling you up. And exhale, maybe looking a little further, only if it's comfortable or feel good. If it's like, not sure, come out of it a little bit or skip it, you know. And lifting the back end, inhale as you twist back. And exhale, other side. One hand reach back, brace yourself. The other for the leg, the foot, something. Inhale, tall again. There's a string through you, like one of those soap, you know, it's got the bar of soap, it's pulling you up, straightening your spine, gently pulling you up. Don't yank on the ponytail now. And exhale, exhale. So if you wouldn't yank on the ponytail, you wouldn't yank on your entire body either. So we're going to keep that in mind and be very gentle today. As always, right? And exhale, relax, shoulders. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop the hands down. Little circle with the nose. Little tennis ball. Picture a screen in the front of you and your nose has a brush tied up on it. Or maybe a little ink on the tip of the nose. Let's make a little ball now. Just be careful not to sand your head down, back, a little too far here. Little circle, shoulder roll if it feels good to you. Let's remove the block and keep them nearby. Place your legs into mermaid one side. Reach with your hands and to table we go. So this is our square here. We got a nice square, then do a little geometry. This is a little square here that tuck your belly, send it a little higher towards your spine. Now picture that rope pulling a little bit here. Put one at the end of your tailbone, pulling it down just a little bit. Keeping the nice back straight for a nice bowl of a cereal. Now let's inhale again through the crown of our head. Tug that string forward through the crown of your head forward. And exhale. Release just the chest. Keep your arms where they are. Release the chest down. Let's make sure our knees are stacked under our hips. Our hands or wrists under our shoulders. Maybe inner spiral, the forearms. Here we go. Exhale all the air out. Just bring your back all the way up. A little cats and cow while we're here. Press into your hand. Press, and inhale down. Remember to breathe between inhale and exhale when I call them. You need more breath. Breathe. That extra one. And when you're ready, you can add the breath. Or just wait until you inhale to come back up. Or just remember to breathe. There we go. Now let's bring one hand a little bit to the side here to make room for our foot to slide forward. Now, I want my ankle under my knee. So right now I'm making another square with the mat, my leg. And we're going to change the shape here. We're going to scoop our front foot forward, but you don't have to go very far. You can stay just like you are. Any soreness on the knee? Fold your mat, use a nice blanket. Now, once your foot is about where you want it to be, press in your fingertip and come back a little bit, like for a half monkey. Or maybe you want to just rest over your leg. And if this is a little too much, bring your foot closer to your body or come out of it. The neck is relaxed here. Make sure you're not tensing up there. Inhale forward. Bring your knee until it's above the ankle. So readjust it. Pick something comfortable. My other leg is just hanging back. Just hanging back. Little lizard pose here. If you want, you can stay this way. You can always lift the hip up a little bit if it's too much. So bring both hands inside one foot. You can stay like that. Maybe you want to lower down. I'm keeping my knee against my arm. Again, neck is very relaxed. This is not good for you. Come up. Or maybe just go on a block. Use a block. Then back up. Let's push. Let's push with the front foot. Push yourself up using the muscle of your front foot. Now I'm going to use the wall. You can use at the windowsill. I'm going to bring my ankle closer to my knee, so adjust nicely. So it is a little modification for a crescent lunge. Legs in the back. Inhale the arms up. Option to put your hands on your hips. Tuck in your belly. Exhale your shoulders down. Maybe opening the chest a little, looking up if it's comfortable on your neck. And exhale forward. I just lift my knee off the ground. You don't have to do that. And again, inhale up. So you have the option to keep your knee on the ground or lift. And exhale back down. You can, if you decide to keep your knee up, press the thigh up. Or you can lay, say, it's too much, go back on your knee. You may see me do this with my foot, just tuck my toes. If I'm not calling it, it's just that my foot tends to cramp this morning. So you may see me playing with that. So there we go. Now while our hands are there, one of them is right on the same side as the foot. I'm going to look to the in part of it. Maybe bringing my foot a little bit to the side and opening up. Put your hand on your hip and then send your shoulder. Open your shoulder, maybe your arm. Reaching for the sky. Well lined up, your wrist under your shoulders. Both shoulders nicely stacked in one nice line. The knee is pressing against my arm right now. And exhale the hand down. Other side, I'm removing and placing my foot more centered, lined up centered. I'm going on the other side. Just inhale up or put your hand on your hip. What you want to do here is open the shoulders. So the arm helps you, but it also helps you if it's ear, if you want to wrap around. It's up to you where you put it. This is the movement we're looking for. Maybe looking up. And exhale down. Now let's lift the back knee. And bring that foot back next to the other. And go in a little child pose here for a moment. I'm going to bring my knee apart with my big toe touching, but you can keep your knees down and just rest here for a moment. Because we know what's coming up the other side. So we stay there for a couple breaths. Your favorite child pose. Your hands can be wherever. And inhale back into table. Place placing our wrist under our shoulders, our knees under our hip. Now my other hand is gonna just go to the side, making room for my foot to come up. Now let's just scoop, 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 scoop. Until it's comfy for you and your ankles under the knee. What's important, you don't want your knee to pass your toes, then it's a little too far. So adjust that. You can keep adjusting that during also. So first, let's just press into our hands and send our hips and bum back. Just nice little half monkey here with the back straight, or you can round everything up. Feel free to move back and forth, come back, keep a good bend in the knee if you want. And inhale back forward. Now you have the option again to lift the knee or keep it down or wait for the second part to lift it. Now let's press in our foot. Press, 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 press. Press ourselves up. Readjust. If you're balanced, you have something with the balance, bring your front foot out a little bit. Make it a little wider between. That helps. Inhale your arms up. Look up. Exhale. Shoulders down. Close your eyes. See how it feels. If this is easy to you, close your eyes. Add a little balance challenge into it. And exhale forward. Bringing both hands inside the knee. We're going to lower, if you want to lower, into our lizard. Feel free to lower to a block. Wherever you want your block to be. And try, say, it's a little too low. So just adjust that here to the height that you want. Or you don't have to go down at all, really. And come back up. Move your block to the side if you were using your block. And let's plant one hand inside the foot. The inside, the opposite hand, we're just reversing it a little bit. And inhale up. Nice little reversed angle side modification here. Reach, 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 like picture something divine holding your fingertip and just tugging gently on them, lifting you up. And exhale the hand back down. The back foot goes a little bit to the side. I'm going to move this hand inside my leg. Wrist under the shoulder. And then you can just put your hand on your hip and open your shoulder like, Or inhale up, shoulders open. Your gaze can be up, but it's always where it's comfortable for your neck. And if you can't make your neck comfortable, come out of it a little bit. And exhale. Again, pressing your foot, come back up. Inhale. And exhale, forward and forward. Let's slide that foot back. Again, child pose. Just take a couple breaths here. Waking up the body. Inhale the chest up. And exhale, just relax. Inhale, fingertips start going forward, the butt follow. And let the hips stay heavy here. Bring your hands under your shoulder, elbows are in and away from you. Relax your head. And if you want, press your elbows in so you'll keep them, your arms parallel with the other. And then inhale the chest up. Maybe a little more. Maybe you want to go in up dog. Find what works for you. You may want to just stay on your mat, appreciating being grounded, supported. And inhale, baby cobra. Tuck your toes. Press in your hand, press your hip up. Exhale, send your bum towards your heel. Press in your hand. Then inhale, lift your knees up. Exhale, down dog. Now, if you want to adjust your stand, it should be about where it should be. Go into plank with your wrist under your shoulder. And that's about, it gives you an idea of your down dog. But your down dog is also where it's comfortable for you, where you can work nicely. Knees can be folded. If you want your heels down, bring them down. Neck is relaxed. Just breathe here, take a moment. Now engage your leg a little bit towards one another. Push into your hand. Exhale. And inhale, send your chest forward. You can jump to the front of your mat or start walking. Don't forget, take additional breath. Don't hold your breath waiting for me. And at the start of your mat, look at your feet. Let's bring the big toe touching. We're going to go for a change into a traditional Tadasana mountain pose. Big toe touching, all close to each other with the heels kicked out a little bit. We're going to play with our balance a little more that way too. So feel your feet, feel the ground under your feet, and feel the roots and going all the way up as your feet get planted. Feel the energy from the earth coming up your legs as you engage your legs towards each other. Start raising the spine, starting at the bottom. You want your shoulders, your neck, and then your head last. Slow, 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 slow. Here we are. Big inhale up. And exhale the hands back to the side. Mountain pose, little traditional mountain pose here. What we're going to do is we're going to go in a sun salutation. And when we come back, we're going to try to put our feet, see if they are in the same position. Or if it's better for you, having your ankle right under your hips, by all means. So let's engage our legs towards one, towards the other. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, ragdoll. So you're folding at the hips. Keep your abandon the knees if you want. Your arms, wherever favorite position. I like mine in the elephant trunk. Now let's bring our hands up. Stop before the knee. You can stay there or you can jump over the knee and leave them there. Bring your elbows in. Bring your elbows away. Inhale, flat back. So right now we're in about half of a square. So the half square pose, your half back. Exhaling down. Bend the knees a little bit. And with the fingers, stay where you are. We're adding to that sun salutation. Take your fingers together as if it was a big Crayola and make a nice big circle. Nice big circle. Oh, bend your knee as much as you want here. Again, couple times each ways. Take your time, nice big circle, and invest as much or as little as your body in that as feels good to you. After a couple times, don't forget to reverse. Careful with the head not to send it too far back. We're moving the entire body here. Low back bend. Again, one more time each side. On your next exhale, woo, from the hip, we're folding down. Elephant trunk. Place your hands above or below the knees, elbows in. Inhale, flat back, half of a square. Exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, one foot back. Exhale, the other foot back. A little half triangle here. Inhale, press in your fingertip. Option to chaturanga to cobra, or skip over it and go right in down dog or child pose. Maybe pressing in one hand and looking in the opposite direction towards our heels. If it feels good to your hips, we'll shifting side to side. In center, tuck your toes, press in your hands, send your bum away from you. Inhale your knees up and exhale away, down dog. Let's walk our dog a little here. And steady, both legs lined up. Inhale, one foot up for three-legged dog. So what shape are you in? A full triangle and a half here. If you could have a line between from one foot to the other, we'd have two triangles. Big inhale, reach through your heel. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, legs come back up. Option to open the hip a little here. If you want to go in world thing and flip, I can't, the wall's too close. Feel free to add if it's part of your practice to do so. Exhale, place your foot back. Fix your clothes if you want. And let's inhale the other foot up, just the heel. Up. Pressing into your hand and exhaling your chest down a little bit. Inhale, reach through your heel. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, replace the foot next to the other. Big inhale, press in your hand. Exhale, jump or start walking towards the front of your mat. Press in your feet and Tadasana, mountain pose, traditional mountain pose. Inhale up, a little back bend, a little half, a little arc, and exhale, arms down. Rest our arm a little bit here. We've been working a lot with the shoulders and the chest muscles. Give that a little break here, right? The legs could work a little nicer. So if you feel like it, you can do a little flow with me for the leg, or you can just repeat your sun salutation. Feel free to add the little extra we just did if you want. Just be careful and listen to your body. So if you're with me here, let's place our feet in more of a lined up mountain pose. So I'm gonna move back in the middle just so you can see, but stay where you are. So my ankles right under my hip bone, the little bone sticking out. So when we say hip, this is where they are. Everything else, that's the extra luggage here. We all have that, that's normal, right? So let's engage our legs towards each other. Heels are apart just a little bit, so the outer part of our feet are lined up with each other. So engage your leg one towards the other. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. But your bum is coming down too. Then inhale your chest up by lifting your heel, putting your weight on your toes, the ball of your foot. Inhaling your arms up. Exhale, back down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Repeating that. Bum follows. Inhale the chest up. Maybe the arms too. Maybe your arms are down. And exhale the arms and come back up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold one last time. Inhale your bums up and the rest of you's coming up. And exhale. Let's grab our blocks. Just need one for now. You don't need any blocks either. It's just a little add-ons. A little add-on here, right? So, just turn facing one side of your mat, maybe walking a little bit towards the front of it. And let's stand one foot back, but not too far. Not like what we did when we had the crescent at the beginning. We're just going to send it back maybe 3.5 feet back. See? 3.5 feet, maybe a little more. Not 3.5, about right. 3.5. You have the option to bend your knee. So bend the knee if you need to. And square the hips forward. If they don't go forward, maybe you want your feet apart a little bit, scooping one foot a little more apart until they are lined up. Don't force them. If they're not going, move the foot. There we go. And exhale. Bring the foot towards the other side. I'm moving my block. 3.5 feet. Hips are square, right? And inhale back. That's like. Okay, I'm centering myself here. Big inhale up. Exhale the arms down. Let's bring our legs apart. Roll the shoulders. Still have your block. Exhale, send your bum back a little bit. Bend the knees if you need to. And just forward fold. We're going back to our little triangles or little pyramid. And let's bend our knees. Push in your block. Inhale back up. Exhale. Now let's take one leg. Turn the heel towards your other foot. And let's line up the heel with the middle of our back foot if it wants to go there. So again, not much of a distance. Maybe 3.5 feet. Not too much. Little distance here. Hips are square. You can move the front foot a little bit to accommodate that if you need to. Inhale. And then we're going to send the your back a little bit. It's just going down. Okay? Now open that a little bit. The other thigh here is rolling. It's outer rolling. And then maybe put the hand on the hip to add another little triangle to our triangle. And exhale your block. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Maybe use the seat of your chair, something, maybe hold on the table. Opening the hip, nice little triangle. Maybe adding the other arm, lining them up. Reach, gentle pull on the fingertip, and staying your arm like one big bar. Inhale them up. Exhale down. Now let's turn the front foot, just pivot on your heel, and then the other one will pivot on the ball of our foot. So it should land about right. I'm going to make mine a little bit wider. The other one was a tad too short, so feel free to adjust that. Now back hip goes back. Just inhale. Maybe inhale your arm halfway, exhale your shoulder down, and ooh, like you're holding a big stick or a broom. Upper shoulders open. Maybe you want an extra triangle. The block does not have to reach the floor. It's just there. You can just wiggle it. Maybe inhale the upper arm up. Don't forget your triangles are a little smaller, so If you touch the floor on triangle, because your legs are more open, and that's okay. We're doing it a little shorter today. Big bar, hold on to your rod. Inhale up. Exhale, shoulders down. Here we are. Now stay as you are, and just like bring both feet with the toes facing the same side. Doesn't matter which one. And I'm going to spread my leg a little wider to have a little more balance here. Feel free to bend your front knee if you need to. Now take your block into your outer hand. Square the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, just go down. But bend that knee if you want here. You should have a micro bend there anyway. So place your hand down, your block down. The other heel the foot may want to square off or not. And then look outside your front leg. Look what's there. Maybe bring in your arm. Maybe pushing in the block and going in a nice revolve triangle. Again, your fingertip gently being straightened up. Arm hopefully lined up. And exhale. Come back forward. Grab your block and inhale back up. And let's bring our toes forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees a little bit here. I'm just playing with my block right now. If you're bored when you're down there, you can just dangle or you can play with your block. It's all good. Maybe use your block, putting your hand on it, your hands. Relax. Pushing your blocks, inhale back up. Let's turn the other leg away. So adjust your little stand. Heel to the middle of the foot, but you're going to change the angle on the back foot anyhow. So just breathe, maybe a little shoulder movement here. Let's open. Did we do regular first and then revolve? No, we went straight to, we did revolve, right? I don't know. When I don't have a live class, I don't know. Nobody's there to say, I think we just did that side. Here we go back. Yep. I think we went straight to revolve. Exhale. Inhale up. I'm leaving it down because we're going that way. Turn your heel away. And exhale forward. Now let's take that block, move it between the feet. Now I'm going to take my front foot and go a little bit to the side for a little bit more balance. Don't forget, bend your foot if you want. Keeping the back fairly straight here, pushing your block. Maybe open on the other side, a little revolve, triangle. Only if your body wants to go there. Inhaling the fingertip up. Exhaling, relaxing, opening the chest. And exhale the arm down. Bring the both hands to the block. Take your front foot, turn it forward. Bring your leg maybe same distance, parallel with each other while you're down there. Bend your knees a little bit. High, lift the chest, and let's inhale up. Inhale the chest up, pushing your feet. If you engage your legs towards each other, works nice. Want to try it again? Inhale, exhale, bend the knee, come down. Come down. And inhale, engage your leg towards each other, and now pushing your feet. See the difference? You can do that when you have to come back up, and it helps a lot. So, let's continue. We don't need the blocks right now. So I'm going to the back of my mat, but if you're in the front, just turn around, or it doesn't really matter here. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, elbows are in. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your knee, your bum towards the ground, pushing your feet. Inhale, back up. Inhale your fingertip up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your knees, your bum towards the ground, pushing your feet. Inhale, back up. Inhale your fingertip up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back up. Inhale your fingertip up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your knee, your bum towards the ground, pushing your feet. Inhale, back up. Inhale your fingertip up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, send one foot forward or back, depending where you are on your mat. It all works, right? Reach, reach, reach. Nice warrior. One. Push in your back foot. The back thigh goes up. Press your back thigh away. And I'm falling asleep. Closing my eyes and falling asleep. That's why having the wall there is always nice. And press into your back foot. Big inhale, exhale forward. Other side. Send your other leg back. A little wider. Inhale your arms up. All kind of shapes we're making. Inhaling. Tuck in your belly if you're doing a little back bend. So don't send your head too back. And exhale. Bring the back foot towards the front. Big inhale up. Exhale your hands to your heart. And let's go down. Just bring your bum down a little bit. Here we are. Where's our blocks? You have the option here to use a block or two or none. We're going to find ourselves on our back. Just bring your back, your bum, wherever you know your head's going to lean into the mat. If you don't want it on the floor, bring that block a little closer. And fold your knees here. There's a little space under the back. We're going to get rid of it just for a moment. Just exhale your knees to your chest. And maybe going side to side very slowly here. Just remember to keep breathing. Breathe. In and out of the nose if possible. Just breathe. Next time you're centered, stay there. Exhale the knees down. Grab one of your block and slide it right under your sacrum by your tailbone, right? By the tailbone here. Just place it, that little round plate that's there. So you don't want it too much up your back, like right at the base. So make sure you're comfy. If that doesn't feel right, you're cramping, anything, come out of that, my goodness. So this is not a medieval torture chamber. It's a yoga class to make us calmer and more flexible and not to punish us, my goodness. If you have two blocks, you can put the other one between your knees just to prevent them from opening up. Let's send our ankle so they're lined up under our knees. Just about. It's hard to picture because we can't see what we're doing. If you have a block between your knees, just squeeze it. The palm of your hands is down for this nice supported bridge. Big inhale, fingertip crawls away from you, going towards your heel. Then exhaling your elbows down and then your shoulder, making room for your head. And if you want, inhale your hips up. Maybe shoulder wants to come under, maybe hands wants to reach. Whatever work, or stay right on your block, pressing with your hands in the ground. Lots of choices here. Squeeze your buttocks. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze and then send them up a little bit. Take a big inhale and exhale. Lower your bum to the block or the floor. Next exhale, just bring your knees towards your chest. Remove the block. Maybe hugging a little bit here. Little feet. And let's grab them feet. Remove the lower block too if it's still there, that can go. Let's go in happy baby. Just bring your feet away from you and maybe a little closer to your face if you want. Moving side to side, gentle, slow movement. Maybe a little more active, but make sure everything is with control. Maybe rolling. Make sure you don't roll back on one of your blocks. That doesn't feel good. I know. That's rolling back on one of the Mama Chin's toy when she leaves her dog toy behind me. And I lean back and like, exhale. Legs back down. Again, let's bring the ankle right under the knee. Big inhale, round your back a little bit. Find that little space and leave it there on your lower back here. Fingertip away from the ears. Let's start windshield wipering our knees side to side. Nice, slow, gentle movements. If it particularly feels good on one side, just stay there for a moment. Remember to breathe here. You can inhale up, exhale down. Match your movement to your breath, or just breathe. Next time your knees are down, leave them down. Bring the upper foot towards your hand, the lower leg towards your same side end. Let the upper thigh get heavy on its own. Don't force anything there. Gravity is taking care of us. Neck is very relaxed. Bring your chin a little bit closer to your chest here. Make sure your head's not all sand back. Now let's switch the upper leg, sending the bottom one back, the upper one forward. You don't need to reach, but if you want, you can reach. Maybe grab your big toe, your foot, your heel, your ankle. And here you have full control of how much and how nice. Just keep it where it feels nice. Don't keep on going. Once it feels nice, stay there. That's where you want to be. Inhale, let's bring our legs together and back up. And let's send them on the other side. And again, we're going to do both, so you can, doesn't matter which goes where, but right now I'm just going to grab my bottom foot is going back, and my upper leg is going forward towards me. So see how that goes. Release a little bit if it's so too much. No pain. We don't want pain. Never, ever. And let's switch that. Let the thigh get heavy on its own. And without forcing anything, just let gravity do its magic. Again, make sure your neck is relaxed, your shoulders are away from your ears. And let's bring the legs back together. Inhale them back up. Exhale. Both knees towards the chest. Again, little side-to-side movement. We're going in wind relieving pose. So grab your leg, give them a nice hug. Inhale, the chest comes up. So you want to lift like your shoulder off the ground. Looking again side to side, make sure everything's relaxed. And keeping that nice grip. Exhale, just the shoulder and the head down. And replace the feet on the ground. One foot comes up, straightening the legs some. You can keep a bend. Inhale, through your heel, go up. Exhale, bring the leg a little closer to you. Again, neck is relaxed. The other foot, the ankle's about under your knee. Fix mine a little better here, I think. And exhale, place the upper foot back down. Other leg comes up, nice yawn. Reach through the heel. Bring your leg a little closer to you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And exhale, the leg back down. Let's stretch both legs along the mat. Press through your heels, through your fingertip. Inhale, fingertip up. Exhale, them forward. Brace yourself to the side here so you can kind of lift your chest just with your forearm. And now we're going to bring both legs up. So tighten your low belly and bring your heels up. You can have your knees bend. You don't need to go very high. Actually, if you stay near the ground, it's harder. My feet are pressing next to the other just to help each other out, and it's all good. Inhale again, right through your heels. Exhale, very, very slow movement. Your legs going down. Tummy is very tight. Make sure your tummy is squeeze your tummy. Squeeze your tummy and you reach with your inhale through your heel away. All the way down, relax. Relax the neck. Feet a little bit apart. Arms apart. Fingertip away. Relaxing the elbows, the shoulders down. Maybe closing our eyes if it's comfortable. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. Then a big long exhale through the nose. Very slow, slow exhale. Inhaling. Deeply, deep, fill your lungs and slowly exhale, still if possible, through the nose. And just let your breath go back to its own regulated self. Just breathe, just allow yourself to rest for a moment, not to think or have to think or do anything. And start wiggling your toes, your finger, maybe turning into your right side for a breath or two. Maybe you want your knees towards your chest. And when ready, very slowly, maybe come to a seated position. If your head spin, go right back down. Just go back down. Okay, sometimes we come up too fast. So where's our blocks? So remember with yoga, if you need help, please use your help. I do it all the time. Use your blocks. If you need a strap, you don't need to invest any money. You can use things you have in the house. You can use your bathrobe sash as a strap. So those are nice little options we have, so we don't have to ever force and hurt ourselves. So our body has a lot of shapes. We have triangle, we have Swiss circles, any shape possible. We even can make a nice little art shape with our hand, nice little art mudra. So bringing our hands, maybe palms together, maybe in an art mudra, maybe in a circle, a triangle, any form and shape you want. Placing them near your art or against your art, back is straight. And first I want to thank you for watching the laid back mat. It's wonderful having you practicing with me like that. Even if it's just a video, it's awesome knowing somebody will be practicing with me. So that's what I keep in mind while I'm doing the tutorial. I'm picturing all of you there. So when I'm talking to you, I'm really talking to you. So together we say, Namaste.